Welcome, Rajdeep Choudhury, to the Indian Sun. You have such an interesting journey from growing up in Silchar, a small town in Northeast India, to now becoming a world cinema actor. We'll get to your body of work as we talk, but first, let's start from the beginning. You grew up in Silchar, you were busy playing cricket, studying in GC College. How did you end up in films? Did you always want to become an actor?
I think so. I First of all, thank you to Indian Sun, to have me today here. Really, thank you so much, Indira. I always wanted to become an actor. During whilst in school, I think I started doing drama quite a lot, both in the class and out of the class, and those competitions like fancy dress, whether it's singing, and I used to be the first one to raise my hand for any dance competitions. So I knew it was there, but I didn't know it would grow into becoming an actor. But that bit was always there. And just in GC college briefly, and then obviously I left. And then uh, I always kept it in my thought that I want to grow with it. Yeah.
So, did you leave Silchar for Mumbai? And is
Uh,
that how you landed up with
Australia,
your debut?
Silchar for Pune to Australia.
Your debut, Jack and Dill, has been described as a dream start. Tell me, how did you land up with that project?
Well, I was in Aramnagar as usual. This is the sort of
Mm,
the holy place for doing auditions in Mumbai. And there was a guy called Yogesh Bhai, who's become a good friend. He's a well-known executive producer in Indian films.
mm,
And I met him there, and I just happened to ask him, like, what auditions are going on? And
mm,
he then said, "Oh, there's one audition in this building. You can go and talk." And so I ended up in the building. I
mm,
sat there for 2 hours waiting to audition or see the director, which was Sachin Karande, who's now become a very good friend to me. And
mm,
I've just finished another film with him. I'll come to that later. And so I go, and then after 2 hours, I meet the director. He just looks at me like up and down, and then, yeah, chalo tum audition kar lo, almost like, and the role was for handsome man. And I was dressed up like a handsome man. I just landed up, I was dressed up properly, and yeah, I did the audition and never heard back for about a month, and they recalled me for an audition again, and that's it. That's how it started.
mm. And then, so tell us your career trajectory. So from there, then how did you go on to these other projects of yours? How did you end up in London? How did you get a break into world cinema? Tell us about that.
See, once my start was really good, considering, how tough it is to get any break. To start with our bars, Sonal Chauhan and all that. So they were experienced actor. They'd done a few projects, so it was a great start. And from there, all I wanted to do is better work. But in Andheri, I was trying to figure out to make friends, which was a little bit of a struggle. I went to lots of FGI workshops, went to actor prepares, things like that to keep myself busy. Um, in the meantime, it didn't quite translate into work. I was more working at that time with my diction, So my teacher is Vikram Gokhale sir, who's no longer with us, and I spent a lot of time with him in Pune to work on my Hindi, who actually improved my Hindi and diction and voice, which would result then in working with projects like Dangerous with Bipasha Basu, more recently with Ritesh Deshmukh, Mr. Mammi Shad Ali film, and then also being in a film called Ira with Rohit Bose Roy. So those kept translating. But in the meantime, I always had a knack of writing. I studied writing, so I always wanted to write. So in the meantime, in London, I wrote short film. It was just COVID entering, and that time I wrote a film called um, um Jackpot, and it was like a sort of a crime drama on COVID vaccine.
Mm,
So where do we shoot it? So I had a friend in the Portuguese embassy, and he was a Portuguese ambassador who I approached that, look, can we film this here? And he was very kind to say yes. And so we filmed this thing, directed by Gurjan, from an English director from Wolverhampton, and his roots are from Punjab. And This film happened to really, audience seemed to like it, and Disney Hotstar released it. At that time, I got confidence, like, hey, I like to write.
Mm.
And slowly then doing London Pandit, another short film I wrote, which went to MX Player. So I knew that I could write and I could make people engage with me, they with their emotions. I could wow them, I could amaze them. There was something. So I wanted to get better at it whilst doing my acting job.
How many films did you do? And then in India before you moved to London, and how many short films did you do? And tell me about the highlights of those films, so that in short we get your or your filmography.
So first, obviously, Jack and Dill. And Jack and Dill really gave me a lot of publicity, at that time. And then I did three Balaji TV serials. Pardes Mein Hai Mera Dil, Nagin 2, and something else. I really cannot remember. I'm sorry. But few episodes on those. And then I think I left for UK.
Mm,
And from UK, I started to get more and more work because there were lesser actors in UK who spoke Hindi diction. Um, and so I made some few friends already in Mumbai. They knew that I existed there, and they contacted me for roles. The casting directors. So then came Dangerous with Bipasha.
mm,
Then came Mr. Mummy. No, then came Ira,
mm,
and after that came Mr. Mummy. Then came Jackpot. Then London Pandit,
mm,
and then Teacher's Gift. And yeah, since then, now I've done. I told you another two, three films in India,
mm.
which is with Sachin, called Second Chance, Geo Second Chance, to be, I think, released soon, where I have play one of the main protagonists.
Mhm.
And then I just filmed also sci-fi film called Simulacra with Akshara Hassan,
Mm,
which is due to release
mm.
as well. So
Yeah, fantastic. So in all you've done, quite a lot of, work, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
and A Teacher's Gift, which is now being screened at the Melbourne Indian Film Festival of Melbourne, is also written by you
yeah, that's correct.
and
I
your
wrote.
Antina.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Now, so in this, variety of work that you've done, from, I think you didn't mention Ujja Ujja
Oh yeah, I
Re,
forgot that. Yes,
Check
that's
Your
right.
Privilege,
That's right.
and the web series Dangerous. Now,
Yeah.
you walked across Bollywood, British cinema, digital platforms, all of that. How do you like sort of adapt to these different styles of storytelling?
I think it's about I watched a lot of all of those mediums,
Mm.
so I
Yeah.
could understand, like, what
What works and what
what
doesn't?
works, what doesn't work. I mean, I'm figuring out still.
Yeah.
And Teacher's Gift is a great example. We are getting selected to pretty decent festivals, and it's my first full length feature screenplay that I've written and acted in with some really good actors like Anjali Patil, Dhruv Sehgal, so Anthony Carr from England. So it's about understanding really that every, what British medium, what British audience, what's British films like, or what's Indian TV series, what's happening right now, what our audience watching right now. So you have to watch a few things, understand what's working, and then go on writing that.
Mm. It's so interesting. And I'm sure there's a lot of representation of South Indian, sorry, not South Indian, but South Asian films and arts, isn't it? Even in London.
Yeah, that's right. There
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I'm so interested to talk a bit more about the beginning, because, for someone from Silchar to say that you got a break into Bollywood, and the big entertainment industry, today, especially when there's a talk about, Nepo kids, and people really struggling to get a toehold in the industry. What worked for you? Was it your also a bit of your luck? Because obviously you don't have a godfather in Bollywood, but was it your luck? Was it your talent? Or is it a combination of everything? Or being at the right place at the right time?
I think everything, right? And I said that in my recent interview with India Today as well, that it doesn't matter who your father is. Your father may be really big in a film industry, but you got to have talent, because, it's an audience medium. You can only do one or two films, maybe. But after that, remember, it's a business, it's commercial. People can't repeat you if you're not good at it. And if audience don't enjoy the work you do. So you really got to have talent at what you do. It's simple as that.
Mm. What are some of the best things that critics have said about you?
I don't know. I mean, like, recently, I don't know, man. I can't do self praises. No,
No, but something you take it as, or something that you take as constructive criticism.
I've good screen presence that I
Mm,
got a few times. That's all. I've good screen presence, and yeah, I mean, I've some people said that my style of acting is nice,
mm,
voice, diction is
mm.
good. These are the things you get, and most
Yeah.
actors get it. So
Okay. Now, tell us, I know you're working with some big names like Andrew Lau, etc. Spill the beans. Tell us about some of your big projects in the pipeline.
So first, I Sachin. Sachin has been like elder brother now for me in the industry. Jack and Dill we started. Then he did a film with Raghav Juvial, and he didn't cast me for that. I was like, okay, you can be a friend. This is a very important lesson,
Mm,
but a script may not, you may not fit a script. So you need to understand and respect your friend,
mm,
even if you are close to him and he's a filmmaker. You can't expect him to give you a role in everything, and you just don't fit it. So then opportunity came after like 5 years, 2018, then 2023. He reached out to me that it's for a studio. I can't quite say it, and he said, "Would you send me a audition tape for this role?" So I didn't know much. He just gave me one paragraph. I just did what I called him and asked for some questions I had. I asked him, and once he gave me a clarity of the character, I went, did my audition. I was in Goa. I remember, I sent it. He didn't even reply back saying, he's very close friend. He didn't reply back saying, it's good, it's bad, it's this thing. It's very professional. He said nothing.
mm,
Okay. And then we met. He never spoke about it. And I never spoke about it. This is the sort of respect you got to have for each other, right? You can't put him in a situation saying, what happened? I gave you. Then it becomes like, I'm just, it might be that somebody, the casting director, or somebody said no, and he doesn't know how to say it to me. So you leave an empty space.
mm,
But after some time, I got the call again, and obviously, I got this film called Second Chance, which is with Akshara Hassan and Satyajit Dubey.
mm,
Sorry, what am I saying? It's with Zakir Hussain sir and Arjun Bajwa,
mm,
and I'm in one of the main protagonists in this in Second Chance. It's a thriller. It's a really well directed thriller. I
mm,
means once it comes out, I'd love you to watch it. And then Simulacra was again a beautiful script written by Pankaj,
mm,
and it's with Akshara Hassan and Satyajit Dubey. It's a sci-fi film,
mm,
and I've got a really cool look in that film, very different. And I play a sort of a character that I've never done before, and it was a challenge developing that character. So that was really interesting.
mm,
They were so not sure of having me that even on the day, and I still tease the director and the producer about it.
mm,
When I went to the set, they tried to replace me,
mm,
and then I was like, "What? Like, no, I think you'd be so much better doing that."
mm,
I was like, "Heck, what's going on here?"
mm,
I don't know if this was a trick to bring me or make me better or make me like I'm gonna. What do you think of me? I'm gonna
mm,
kill it. So,
mm.
but anyway, I did the job, and the producer and director were very pleased. We are still speaking, and we are friends. So, yeah.
You sound very satisfied. You sound like you have your hands, full with work. And what kind of roles excite you? And is there a dream director that you want to work with?
Well, you did mention Andrew Lau. I mean, I've been watching his film. This came out of nowhere. My casting director and manager from Mumbai, Manish, got in touch that there's a project happening in China. Would you be interested? And I said, of course, like, what is the film? So he goes and sends me a script, and all I see is Andrew Lau.
Mm,
I am like, Viking Lau? Like, are you being serious? So that's when the film happened. And honestly, I've never been on a bigger film set. The film is called Kashmir Princess. I think it's coming out next year. It's a brilliant, brilliant production. I think I really I'm looking forward to see what they've done with the film. So that's something I've recently finished,
mm.
and yeah, I'm preparing for another film right now. So can't say much about it because the studio films, but I'm preparing for it.
So your plate is pretty much full. Now,
Not
uh,
really.
Rajdeep, I just want to ask you this since you're from the Northeast and Assam. Do you see yourself bringing something about the Northeast region into your future projects?
Thank you so much for this question. Thanks a lot. Yes, a big yes. So recently I'm in Australia with the delegation, Waves Bazaar, the ministerial delegation, and my story is based in Northeast. It's a spy story from Northeast. And I'm a massive flag bearer of Northeast. You can see a scarf you may recognize there. So, which is from Northeast, from you, and thanks for that. And yeah, we got to. There's so much talents out there. You know it, right? There's just massive number of talents, and if I can do something about it, why not?
And there's also one message for especially Northeast kids who would want to, have a break in the film industry. Can you tell them at least a one or two challenges that you sort of faced and overcame, and what are the likely most common challenges that they can face?
Rejections. Be prepared for rejections. Be prepared for people not to like your work. That's okay. Creativity, some it's like an art. Some people like, some people don't, and nothing to get upset about. And yeah, be confident. Be really confident in what you do and your talent, and that's very important thing. And if you're confident in your art, in your ability, honestly, nobody can stop you, I think.
Hmm. Looking ahead, Rajdeep, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, in the space of Bollywood or international films or both?
Um, Making films, either acting or writing or making films, in the film area somewhere, doing something.
And you enjoy both roles, writing and acting,
I do very
in
much
equal
so.
measure?
Yeah, I both. I mean, writing actually only helps my acting, so I will continue writing. Hopefully, good stories.
What is life in London like as compared to Silchar?
Silchar is home, It's Silchar is always going to be my very special part for me. London is brilliant. London has given me so much in life. Great friends, um, my drama, acting, everything. So London holds an extremely important part in my life, and Silchar is, I can't compare. It's where my roots are, my where I come from.
Thank you, Rajdeep. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Indira.